It's
wow,
like
that's really
there's been like 3 different times where like because they've now added the sign language person every time there's an event or something. There's been 3 separate times where the person was not qualified. They didn't know what they were doing.
There's some emergency, and you know, some poor deaf dude's watching it. And
what do you mean?
What? Spaghetti, hamster, straw hat? What is this guy saying? This doesn't make any sense. Is this an emergency? Does he need a new wardrobe? Is he hungry? I don't get it.
See a deaf guy come out of his house, his hamster under his arm, his straw hat on.
I'm here to help. It's an emergency. What kind of emergency? I don't know.
I gotta go get spaghetti.
It's gonna be a spaghetti shortage, and it's gonna be real bright out, so I have to wear the straw hat.
Straw hat.
And I don't understand the rest.
My hamster's not safe at home.
Yes, the hamsters. The spaghetti shortage will cause people to eat hamsters, so you have to protect them. But if you're wearing the straw hat, you'll be incognito, and nobody will know how to hamster it.
I hope that when I watch this back, this conversation makes sense.
It won't. You're recording all this? Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not kind of the guy. Flash was always like the kind of guy that was like fooling around until they made him like, oh, he talks really fast and he can think 10 million times faster than a human being.
Yeah, yeah, that was crazy. Good. All right, so welcome everyone to No Comics for Old Men. I got it right.
Hey,
I'm not that old. I've been actually practicing that in the bathroom in front of the mirror. So today we're going to be babbling a lot because we don't have a lot of comics to talk about. There really hasn't been a lot of independents that we've gotten here come out. I really wanted to start with Bloodshot. It's up to issue 6, is coming out very shortly. 1 through 5 has been very good. Jeff Lemire, can't go wrong. It's really well written. And this Luis LaRosa is the artist. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Really, really good art. Painted style. It's amazing. And nobody's reading it. It's crazy.
yeah, that's a shame too. You think if anything with Jeff Lemire's name, at least he'd get somebody interested in it. And it's a good book. It's well written, and the art's really cool. I really like the artwork.
I think it's one of Valiant's better selling books, but you know, these, I don't know what the whole thing is. These are the characters that people knew in Valiant. It was like, went crazy when they came out. Like, everybody was buying Valiant books. And now I think they're having a hard time getting going. Other comic stores could be different. Here, I'm not selling that many. But they're good books.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's a shame. Hopefully, more people pick up on it.
Yeah.
It's, you know, as it keeps getting released, the story's solid, and everything I've read by Jeff Lemire's been really good.
Jeff's always solid. Like we've been kind of crushing on Colin Bunn lately, but you can't forget Jeff Lemire. I mean, he's done some real incredible work.
Solid work for sure.
It's really cool. I think with the daughter getting the nanite power is kind of a neat twist.
Yeah.
Not like it had never been done before.
No, it's cool. You know what it reminds me of the Logan movie, the Wolverine movie.
Yeah.
Where, I mean, it's father and daughter, but same kind of relationship. She has powers. She can kick ass pretty hard.
Yeah.
And, you know, the father's Bloodshot. So it's cool, and it's as being a parent, it actually, I think Lemire must have kids, because the way he writes it is definitely, Bloodshot's attitude towards his daughter is what any parents would be. So, like you said, well written, pretty characters too.
Yeah. And I've read a couple of other Valiant books, and I think they're doing. I mean, I know the art in all the books has been really.
Yeah,
really
I
good.
want to check out Ninjak, because I used to read it.
Well, they changed.
Years ago.
Not Ninjak anymore.
Oh no,
it's Ninja K.
Ninja K. Okay.
I'm like, 20 some odd years we've been saying Ninjak
Yeah.
is wrong.
Oh, it's really. Oh, that's what it always was.
That's what they're telling me now. That's what
Really?
the kids. That's what the kids are telling me.
What do I know?
That's Ninjak.
It's Ninjak to me, and it'll always be Ninjak. Wow, Ninja K. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's sort of like the Weapon X program.
Oh, so there's a
Yeah, the X is actually not an X; it's a 10.
A B C D E F G all the way through.
Yeah, my question is did they just come up with that one day? Was Marvel just sitting around going?
Grant Morrison, I think. Actually,
He was like,
when he
X,
did the run on.
let's do X. It means 10.
It was when Grant Morrison did the X-Men. When he did the all new X-Men, he's the guy who. Yeah, there's Weapon, because then there was Weapon 11 XI. You know, and he did the whole. He went into it, which was pretty cool.
And that's why. And what isn't Deadpool's one of them?
Yeah. Sabretooth, I think.
Sabretooth's one of them. The guy who was in Daredevil that painted his face with the flag. What is he called?
Oh, I know who you mean. I can't think of his name though. Yeah, I know who you're talking.
He's
about.
a cool character.
I think he's in the Captain America movie.
Pretty lame though. He's not like
stupid.
the Flag or anything.
Yeah.
No, but he was just like gung ho. The funny thing is that other than maybe Logan, this all happened in Canada, but most of them are American except for like Logan and.
Well, maybe they're Buffalo. Up upstate New York. They just went over the border at the wrong time and got Shanghai.
The evil Canadian Department H.
Yeah.
Which now they're coming out with that horrible batch comic.
What's
that? That's the Hulk Wolverine.
Oh, the hybrid.
The
thing?
hybrid. Yeah, he's getting his own book.
Why not?
It's almost as.
Hey man, they can have a crossover with him and DC's Damage. The 1 hour Hulk.
1 hour. He's only got 1 hour to beat him.
Yeah.
1 hour to win.
All right, so not every idea is a home run, but whatever.
I like the art in that book, though. I have to say, I looked at number one. The art's good. I'm less like, I can't read this. I just won't give my time to read it. I will flip through and look at the great art, but.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's good.
Monstress?
Monstress. Here we go. New Image, issue 13, I believe.
Yeah, we haven't talked about it before. It's picking up a lot of steam. I mean, I've sold out of the first 10 issues or so. I had to up my numbers. I have a few more people subscribing to it now.
Yeah, it's a really good book.
It's like a really big world, right? It's building an entire.
That's one of the things I really like about it is the world building. It's like they're building this kind of odd fantasy world, and the artwork really fits it. It has a very kind of unearthly quality to it, which it really works with the story. If you haven't picked it up, the first 12 issues are available in trades. And 13 just came out. It's a new storyline, so it's a good jumping on point. You can pick it up, and if you like it, you can always get the trades.
Listen, one of the hardest things to do in independence is to create a whole new world instead of just like 5 characters or 3 characters, whatever, or even 1 character and throw them into New York or LA or so. When you're creating everything of like the government, this culture,
everything. Political system, religion, all that kind of stuff.
And it all plays a part. It's not
arbitrary. It's not just there because, hey, look what I could do. It all has impact on the story and things that happen in the story.
Which I think is why it's really gripping people. It's sticking.
It's definitely different. It's not like any other book out there.
Oh, let's say who's writing.
Marjorie Liu is the writer.
And the artist. Takeda.
Yeah, really good team. They're the creative team, which is great about Image. If the book actually is an ongoing, most of the time you'll have the same creative team that stays on the book, which is another thing I like about Image.
Yeah.
Because it gives it a whole consistency. With most ongoing books, you have artists that flip-flop, you change the style of the artist, you kind of change the feel of the story. And with this, you don't have to worry about that. It's consistent all the way through. It's really good. I really recommend picking that up for sure.
Now a big surprise.
A Marvel book.
A Marvel book we like. 2 Marvel books we like.
There's actually a couple, but
these are like.
This
is probably the best thing they're producing right now.
Because I've been since I've been hanging out around here, I've been getting into more mainstream comics, or at least trying to get into them. Some of the stuff with Marvel I don't recognize. We've talked about that before, but Star Wars books they've been doing are just amazing.
Yeah.
If this is a trade for the first 6 issues of
the new Darth Vader.
Yeah, this is, I guess, considered volume 2.
Right.
But really solid stuff. The Star Wars series is really good, especially if you're one of the majority that can't stand The Last Jedi. You'll actually like this. It's worth reading. If you were disappointed in that movie, reading these comics will kind of give you a little hope that Star Wars hasn't totally lost its steam. It's really great.
Gonna have to catch up on trade paperbacks though, because Star Wars is at almost 50, right?
41 came out.
41 came out last week, and Vader's in Volume 2. Part of Volume 1. And had its own separate series with the Vader Down series. I would tell you about. You didn't get a chance to read that.
No,
right?
I did read it.
Oh, you did read it. That's if you liked the Vader from
Rogue One.
Rogue One.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me before.
Oh my God!
It's a whole mini series of Vader Unleashed. Actually, the 2 main Darth Vader series are just 2 series of Vader Unleashed. You get to see him pretty much in the full. There's no conflict. He's just a dark,
Vader.
Yes, he's the Sith Lord, and he kills anything that gets in his way, pretty much.
Yeah.
This particular trade too shows you how he gets the red lightsaber. This one takes place right after Revenge of the Sith, almost directly after it. So this series, you're getting a little more of the conflict. He still isn't totally evil. It's a lot of the fallout with Padme dying and all of that, which is cool. Volume 1 takes place, I believe, right after A New Hope. So that's the more Vader Unleashed. He's the more straightforward evil guy that you should be afraid of. But both series, great, worth reading for sure.
And if you didn't know, which most of you do if you're watching us about comics, is that Disney owns Marvel, and everything else that Dark Horse did and everything was uncanonized.
Yeah.
Sort of like when the Catholics got rid of some saints. They were like, you are no longer a saint.
New Testament, Old Testament.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is now this is all going to be canon. So if they do any prequel, it could end up in a movie.
And it's definitely, if you like all the movies, if you're a big fan, they really do it justice. And the main Star Wars series too takes place right after New Hope, and you get to see Luke slowly learn, and it's a big learning curve. They've really, in 40 issues, he's not a Jedi Master, so it's very interesting to see the
it's
progression.
A slow burn.
Yeah, it is, but it's good.
But it's done well.
It doesn't drag.
Doesn't drag,
the
but it
stories
doesn't.
are really well done.
It doesn't jump forward like our sad, unholy crap.
Yeah, well, things happen.
Yeah,
that's still a disappointment, but
also like the other Star Wars, Poe Dameron. Have you?
I haven't read that
haven't
yet,
read that?
and it's an offshoot of Darth Vader called Dr. Aphra.
Yeah.
The character is in a bunch of the Darth Vader books, and she's a really cool character. She kind of has the evil version of R2-D2 and C-3PO. It's like C-3PO. I don't remember what his designation is, but he's basically a protocol torture droid. So he's real nice to you, but he'll pull your fingernails out. And then the R2-D2 is basically just a big washing, a vacuum cleaner looking death machine. And it's weapons, missiles, and everything. So it's kind of funny that they're the antithesis of C-3PO and R2-D2. So that's definitely something I'm going to start reading. We'll let you know what we think.
Thrawn?
Thrawn.
His book is coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
Number 1 should be out, I want to say next month.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll probably read that since the Star Wars is going on so well. I know we said we'd stick mostly to Independence, but
if there's something worthy,
we need to speak up about it. If anybody's been watching The Runaways, have you got to see The Runaways?
I haven't got to see it yet.
Yeah.
Not good.
I don't know. It's not. I mean, it's that one of those things. The book was better. I mean,
how many episodes in is it?
I think I've only seen up to 4.
Maybe slow burn.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, I'm trying to stick in with it. I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Like,
I haven't got a chance to watch it.
Like most of the CW shows, I had to force myself through the first season.
I don't know. I feel like a pedophile watching the CW. I think I'm over the age demographic for that channel.
Yeah.
But not you.
No. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know if anything's really been done good on TV other than the Netflix shows. and I just kind of,
Yeah.
I was really disappointed in Iron Fists. I was the
Yeah.
second part of the, once they killed off Cottonmouth,
Yeah.
Luke
yeah,
Cage
Luke
fell
Cage,
off for me.
sure.
Jessica Jones, I liked all the way through. It had some,
Yeah.
it had a couple of dips, but I mean, for the most part, overall, it was great.
A lot of their stuff seems to drag somewhere even in the middle.
Yeah.
Or it seems like it goes on too long.
Both Daredevils were good.
Yeah, Daredevil, that's the one series that I can't really say anything bad about. I
Right.
really enjoyed both seasons. The Punisher spinoff I thought was good. Most headshots in any TV show I've ever seen.
The Punisher series for me,
Really well done.
ultimate, really the best thing on television, or the internet, or anywhere else.
Yeah, they
If
did a
there's
good
something I
job.
should be watching, you should tell me. You can call me, or just put it in the comments down below. Oh, like and subscribe, which we always forget to say.
Yes, please.
Yeah, and then
If you want to
and
hear
then
two
share
old
it.
guys ramble non-stop, please subscribe.
By the way, if you guys noticed, we're missing Thanos.
Yes.
We sold him. We made a sale. And actually, we had 2 gloves, and we sold both of those too. So they went first. So no hands, then no head.
So now we're stuck with a knockoff mannequin arm. And the Green Lantern, which is good. We don't know where the ring is. We're still looking for that.
We're still
but
looking for the ring. And
once
then
we find it, forget it.
we'll
the world
recite.
is mine.
We'll recite the whole. We'll do the whole thing.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe what's his name will come on. And
Ryan Reynolds?
Ryan Reynolds. He has it memorized. He can.
He has it
He
memorized?
Did, yeah, he did it at some convention. Somebody started saying it. And
The Blackest Day, Blackest Night?
yeah.
It's not that long.
It's not that long. I was impressed that he could still remember it though. It's like
I could
5 or 6 years
I could
after
probably
that.
embarrass myself and recite it now, and I hardly ever read Green Lantern, so.
I was never ever.
won't do that.
I was never a Green
Nah,
Lantern fan.
me neither. A little bit here and there. I watched the animated series a little bit, but the CG kind of threw me off.
But
It's a little weird.
no, when I was a kid and reading comics, I thought his power was stupid.
Just my magic ring.
My magic ring that can't do anything against yellow.
I think they changed that now. I'm not sure.
It
but I
is.
think
It's
they
changed
did, yeah.
now.
Now it's
changed
turquoise, you know. Stripes, you can't.
And now there's a ton of rings, and there's like
Yeah, there's a yellow lantern, green lantern, red lantern, blue lantern.
white, isn't it? White.
I want the barber pole lantern.
White and
That's
black.
what I'm looking for.
But
The barber pole lanterns.
isn't Hal the guy that can wear all the rings? He's the one, or is
I
it
don't-
Ion? No, Ion is now the. I have no idea.
You're talking to a guy that doesn't read Green Lantern, so I don't know. Yes. Beware my power.
So yeah. Well, we shouldn't be talking about somebody we hate. Who do we like?
What do you mean, as far as actors?
No, as
Comics?
characters.
John Constantine,
Yeah.
not Constantine. That's how. What's his friggin' name? Alan Moore, the creator, says it, so that's how I say it.
Yeah.
But there's favorite character, comic character of all time for me anyway.
And
Because he's a real bastard and he smokes cigarettes. So
I love the television show. I have to say, I did like the movie.
it's alright on its own.
Parts of it.
Yeah.
Parts of it.
I try
it's
to
not.
forget it's about Hellblazer and it's just a movie on
It's
its
just an
own and it
occult
doesn't
movie.
bother me as much.
Oh man, I love occult movies.
The TV show was really good.
Yeah.
That's more true to the character. And,
Wait, and the guy played.
yes. Well, CW is doing an animated series.
Animated series.
The Hellblazer.
I wish you would at least tell us what the hell happened with the evil
maybe they will.
angel.
From what I've read, they said they're going to adapt the original run of Hellblazer.
Really?
The original one that started with Alan Moore. Like the
Oh, okay.
the whole thing. Everything from like the beginning, Jamie Delano.
Oh, we're gonna
and
have
the-
Swamp Thing maybe? Swamp Thing gonna show up?
Probably they said that they're really looking to do a lot of the Garth Ennis stuff too. The dangerous habits where he gets cancer and all that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really good storylines. They're all in trade,
Well, they had
so
that
check
in the
them
movie. They had that in the movie.
out. Yeah, but it did okay. Peter Stormare as Satan. That was the best part of that movie, I thought.
aces.
Yeah,
and
he was
and what's her
great.
name as the
Tilda Swinton.
as
Yep.
the angel was really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it was all right on its own. If you just take it as just a good occult movie, it was pretty good. As a Hellblazer movie.
And Shia LaBeouf is in it.
Oh boy. Do it today. Seize the day. We digress.
We digress. I think we've been babbling long enough. We keep reading comics.
Keep reading. We'll see you next time.
And watching this show.
Yes.
All 40 of you.